Alright, I am Tahuti Kepura Iteru. Now in this video right here, I want to drop some news science right here. I want to deal with some news science right here. Now, I think two days ago now, I came across this magazine right here. Right, so I want to deal with a lot of information in this magazine and deal with some mind expanding ideas right here. And I really want to deal with this video, you know what I'm saying, deal with all the, you know what I'm saying, chaos that's been going on in the black community over the past few days and stuff, you know what I'm saying. I want to redirect the energy and deal with some stuff we're really supposed to be dealing with as far as this new science right here. So let's get into this right here. Okay, let me see now. So we scroll to page. So there's a lot of information. There's a lot of good information here, and a lot of information in this book now deals with some of the stuff I've been dealing with in my last video as it pertains to this quantum mechanics and this quantum physics right here, right? But we're not gonna go through any of that stuff that I've already dealt with. We want to go further into this, right? Because again, the reason why I get a lot of these books, the reason why I like this book is because what the white men will often do in these books right here, we're often telling himself, right? We're often telling himself with these books right here. So he often drop certain seeds in this book that he wouldn't normally say, you know what I'm saying, on TV and things of that nature. He wouldn't normally say, so he puts it in these books, in these book magazines right here. But I want to show you some stuff right here. He's telling on himself in this book right here. Now, if I quickly go through this. So again, we're not going to go through stuff we already dealt with in other videos. Okay, this is what I want to go through. The first thing I want to go through. Alien content. Look at that right there. Alien content. Now, let's deal with it. Okay. So now, it talks about alien content and things of that nature, but the key, what it says right here, though, it says, so alien life might be carbon-based and ultimately gets its energy from starlight through a process like photosynthesis. So again, they're saying that is how an alien would be. So they already know what the alien is. And this is what I've been dealing with in my other videos. The alien is melanin. And they know this. You see what I'm saying? So that's what they do know, this Roswell or this alien crash or these UFOs. Because they know what the real alien is. And the alien is melanin, this carbon-based entity right here. You see what I'm saying? Carbon containing compound, this carbon entity. They know what the alien is. They already know it. So again, we read it one more time. It says, so alien life might be carbon based and ultimately gets its energy from starlight through a process like photosynthesis. So they already know what the alien is, and they've been knowing this alien for a long time now. You see what I'm saying? So again, they know what the alien is. You see what I'm saying? So they're going to put this information in these books. Sometimes he was telling himself right here. So now this is what I want to go into now. So now, the next section in this book now, it goes into these what ifs. I don't know if you can see that, but it says what ifs, and it goes through a whole bunch of what ifs. But see, when someone does a what if, they're telling you something without actually telling you something right here. When they go through these what ifs, I want to go through these what ifs right here. So it says the first what if most of reality is hidden. You see what I'm saying? What if most of reality is hidden? Now they know this. They know most of the reality is hidden. But what's interesting about this book is that what it didn't mention was, it talks about the electron and things of that nature, but what it didn't mention was about this quantum potential. How the electron can exist in absence of observers, which hints and goes into how reality, most of reality is hidden. You see what I'm saying? But it doesn't want to go into that right there. But again, they know this stuff. You see what I'm saying? That's another thing we can go through. Another thing now it says, what if we discover we can see the future? Now again, they know this because again, this is what we could do. There was a time when we could see the future. You see what I'm saying? Even on myself, you know what I'm saying, you know, I've dealt with these experiences, so they know it's possible. You feel what I'm saying? They know it's possible, but again, they keep this information for themselves in different occult circles and occult groups, but they know it's possible. You feel what I'm saying? You see, so they know it's possible. What else do we got here? And then another thing that it says, what if we don't need bodies right here? And this goes into something that will go into later in this video now, where the white man's next step, where he wants to take this, and where he wants to take this now, he wants to start uploading his mind to a computer. This is what he's talking about now. This is where he wants to go, uploading his mind to a computer right here. You see what I'm saying? What if we don't need bodies? You see what I'm saying? But we're going to go further into that. We're going to talk about his plan. We're going to talk about what he wants to do in the future. We're going to go into that, right? Now this part's key. This part's key. Look at this. What if we came from space? What if we came from space? And it says, it says from the quote, it says that confirming that our distant ancestors were extraterrestrials would have a profound effect. Now look at that statement right there. confirming that our distant ancestors were extraterrestrials would have a profound effect, and that part is key. So again, they know the real deal. They know the real deal. They know that's how all of this even came into being. The first entities, the first beings were extraterrestrials, and then they seeded life now on this planet. They know how it goes down. You see what I'm saying? This is why they will come up with the Roswell and all this stuff like that. Because again, confirming that our distant ancestors were extraterrestrials would have a profound effect. So this is why they got to keep the information locked down. And then they go into now 4 hints of these possibilities, because they know that extraterrestrial, also this also hints how they know that extraterrestrial doesn't necessarily mean a being. It could be a type of organism, or a type of, you know, a type of organism from outer space, or like a bacteria or something like that, right? So it says in 2013, a balloon was flown into the stratosphere during the Perseid meteor shower, right? It returned with samples of microorganisms found 27 kilometers up too high to have been lofted from Earth's surface. So they're giving hints how life forms, extraterrestrial life forms, can make their way to Earth right here. You see what I'm saying? And it goes into what if, and then another thing says, what if we find God? You see what I'm saying? What if we find God? So again, it goes into all this stuff right here. You see. Evidence of God could throw the world's religions into disarray, and now this part is also okay. You gotta get the movie Book of Eli, and the movie Book of Eli now, it goes into why they need religions and why they need all the religions. It was never about God. It was always about control. That's what it was for. You gotta get the movie Book of Eli. You see what I'm saying? When you go into that stuff right there, you see. So now this part's key. So now it says right here now, and you can see it now, let's get metaphysical. And their definition of metaphysics now, the branch of philosophy that deals with the first principles of things, including abstract concepts such as being, knowing, substance, cause, identity, time and space. So that's their definition of metaphysics. But now this is why I want to deal with this now. So now in the black community now, we have people out here now that want to defame metaphysics. They want to say, oh, you know, take away from metaphysics, right? But in the book now, let's get metaphysical. And then again, mind expanding ideas. So let's get metaphysical, mind expanding ideas right here. And then when we go to the back now, look at this right here. Department of Education. So again, we gotta understand what's taking place here. We gotta understand. I've done videos on this. I don't want to go into it now, but I've done videos on it. The reform program. I've done videos on this. Again, I've done videos on this right here. They want to take away from metaphysics. They're planting these guys. I don't want to go into it right here, but they're planting these guys. You see what I'm saying? Especially in the black community again. They want to take away from metaphysics when metaphysics was always philosophy. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to go too deep into it. That's not what this video is about, but you know what I'm saying? We got to really look at this right here. So now they go into metaphysics, they go into consciousness and things of that nature. Right. But and then it goes into the multiverse right here. So it says, let me see now. A wilder interpretation claimed the many worlds hypothesis. Claims that every time you make a decision, the universe replicates itself, right? This is their take on the multiverse right here. You enter one universe and an alternate you enters the other. If true, your universe is created by the choices you make right here. So this is what they're dealing with. This is in the metaphysical section right here. So they're telling you metaphysics is pseudo, you're not supposed to be dealing with it. And then they come with metaphysics now, mind expanding ideas. So look at this right here. They don't want you getting these mind expanding ideas. So we gotta look at this right here. We gotta look at what's taking place right here. You see what I'm saying? Alright, gotta hurry with this right here now. Getting too dark. Okay, let me see now. What else we gotta go through? Okay, we dealt with that. Alright, now we gotta. I'm skipping ahead now. Skipping ahead now. Okay, now we're going to the white man's future right here. Now we're going to the white man's future. So now, okay. So as I mentioned before, now the white man, what he wants to do now, the next step for him now, he wants to upload his mind to a computer. This is where he wants to go. You see what I'm saying? Now he wants to upload his mind to a computer now. This is where he wants to go right here. You see what I'm saying? Okay, so now this part is what I want to get into. I mentioned this video. I mentioned this now in the metaphysics of white supremacy. I've gone into this, but I want to go into this right here. So it says space. Let me see if you can see that. Space colonization. This is what it says right here. Space colonization. And it says, if billionaire technologist Elon Musk is right, in 100 years time, 1 million people will be living on Mars. Right? This is where he wants to take this. Most will say that it's over optimistic, but in the long term, the survival of our species. Now look at this right here. Most will say this is over optimistic, but in the long term, the survival of our species depends on the colonizing of other planets. On the colonizing of other planets and one day other solar systems. Now look at this right here. Look at what he's doing right here. Again, he's telling you what he is. It's a cosmic parasite. This is how he wants to live. You see what I'm saying? He wants to live almost like a cosmic parasite right here. Going from planet to planet, sucking the resources, sucking life from planet to planet. This is how he wants to live. This is his future right here. He's telling you right here. Right? In a few billion years, the sun will die and we will be forced to find other homes. You see what I'm saying? We'll be forced to find other homes right here. Look at this right here. You see what I'm saying? So he's telling you what he is. Let me see what else we got here. So he's telling you what he is right here. So brain uploads, space colonization, this is where he wants to take it. Virtual reality, this is where he wants to take this stuff. Right, and again, also transhumanism right here. Again, transhumanism. You see what I'm saying? Now he's releasing these movies now. He's releasing movies now. Right? Pre-programming people, getting people ready for this transhumanism. Got movies like Ghost in the Shell and all these different movies and video games coming out now. He's trying to pre-program the people's minds now for this transhumanism now. This is where he wants to take this stuff. You see what I'm saying? We got to deal with stuff. This is real consciousness now. We got to really deal with this stuff right here. You see what I'm saying? This is where he wants to take this. Now this part is key. Now look at this. The big freeze. Now what we're dealing with this right here. Cryogenics. Now the white boy's talking about now. He wants to start freezing himself now. Freezing his body right here. Cryogenics. The cooling of humans in the hope of reanimating them later. Look at this right here. So this is where the white boy wants to take it now. You see what I'm saying? This is where he wants to take it. He's talking about, you know, cryogenics. He's got different, you know, he's got different plans. These are all these plans. These are all these concepts right here. Cryogenics. This is where the white boy wants to take it right here. Cryogenics right here. He wants to start freezing his body right here. Look at this stuff. Now, this part's key. Let me see. Let me see now. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see now. Okay, now this part is key. So now it says right here. I don't know if you can see that, but it says right here. I don't know if you can see that, but anyway, it says right there why I signed up to have my head frozen or to get my head frozen. So this is what white people are doing now. They're signing up for their future. So while we're debating, while we're arguing, while we're doing all this chaos right now, they're signing in their future. They're setting their future in motion right here. So the white people are now signing up to get their heads frozen right here. So he's building his future. So while we're arguing, debating, dealing with all this gossip and all this bullshit right here, he's building his future right here. Look at this, signing up to get their heads frozen. Look at this. Look at this shit right here. And this is why I had to do this video right here. You know what I'm saying? This is what we should be, this is the kind of stuff we should be talking about. Look what he's doing. He's planning his future now. Cryogenics, freezing his body for the future while we're debating. We're not even talking about our future right here. But when we go into this, we're going to go into this. You see what I'm saying? It goes into death and things of that nature. I don't know if I can find it, but I'll find it. Hopefully I can see. Death, things of that nature. But anyway, like I said, it goes into death, but basically, if I can find a quote, Okay, we can't find it, but basically, I read it already. But anyway, what he's trying to say here is that this is why he wants to do cryogenic freezing. He wants to do cryogenic freezing now because, again, it's about living forever in the physical. Living forever in the physical. This is what it's about now because this is all that they have. So they want to maintain their life on the physical right here. You see what I'm saying? They're not dealing with the spiritual, they're not dealing with any of that. They want to maintain their life in the physical. This is where he sees him set up, why he fears death, he mourns death because it's about sustaining his life on the physical. And then this is what this cryogenics is all about. So he's building his future right here. Let me see. So again, I can't find the quote now, but like I say, he's just talking about death and how death basically is an end. That's what he's talking about. How death is the end. It's an end for him. So the next thing I want to deal with now is this right here. Does consciousness create reality? Does consciousness create reality right here? Now it says, let me see now. So it says, for Wheeler, this meant the universe couldn't really exist in any physical sense, even in the past, until we measure it, right? Until we measure it. And what we do in the present affects what happened in the past. In principle, all the way back to the origins of the universe. If he is right, then to all intents and purposes, the universe didn't exist until we and other conscious entities started observing it. So now he's dealing with a holographic universe. So he knows it's a hologram. He knows this stuff. You see what I'm saying? But the hologram is all that he has. But we're going to go into this right here. Sounds crazy. Then try this one, emphasize. Another interpretation of the quantum mechanics is Hugh Everett's many worlds hypothesis, which posits everything that could happen has and does in an infinite number of universes, right? Let me see, infinite number. Every time you make a decision, the universe splits in two, and you in one branch, and an alternative you in another, living the other possibility. The universe you occupy is, in some sense, an individual universe of your own making. Look at this stuff right here. So again, what he's trying to say is that, dealing with the multiverse now, there was many different universes, and when you make a decision, let's say you're faced with two decisions now. When you choose one decision, right, the other decision that you didn't choose, that's actually another reality created where that decision you chose, with that decision. So where you would have chose that decision, so another reality is created and another you exists. But the key though, it says that in some sense an individual universe of your own making. So the universe you occupy in some sense is an individual universe of your own making. So this is what he's doing right here. He's creating his reality around us. So we're arguing, we're debating, we're doing all this chaos right now. He's creating his reality all around us. You see, look at this right here, cryogenics, freezing. Look what he's doing right here. You see what I'm saying? Does consciousness create reality? Now, I want to go further into this now. Okay, now this part is key. Now, this part is key now. This part is key. What does that say? Could we become gods? Could we become gods? But that's pseudo-Tahuti. That's pseudo-Tahuti. We went, again, that's what these guys are saying. We went for the Barbies, we went for the Phil Valentine's, we went for the Dow Blaze. This is what these guys are saying, and this is what they taught. Can we become stuff about gods and things of that nature, right? And these niggas are saying now, we went for the Barbies, oh, we went for the Phils, we went for the Dow Blaze. So again, may I remind you, mind-expanding ideas. So again, if we look at this one more time, could we become gods? Mind-expanding ideas. So who are these guys right here? So who are these guys? Again, I've done videos on this. You guys are speculating, who are these guys? Who are these guys right here? You see what I'm saying? If these same concepts that we have been dealing with, that black people have been dealing with, you know, Bobby Hemmett, things of that nature, have been dealing with, right? And it's pseudo and it's this and that, but then when they deal with it now, it's mind-expanding ideas. So what's going on here? So who are these guys? So again, my hypothesis now, they're planting these guys. These guys are plants. Right, they're taking away. They don't want you getting these mind-expanding ideas right here. They don't want you getting these mind-expanding ideas. You see what I'm saying? They don't want you getting this stuff right here. So again, now let's go into this right here. This is what we should be dealing with. So now, let me see now. So in this book now, so it says. Let me see what it says now. It says, let me think. Let me see now. So whatever the so it says. Wait. Okay, whatever the plausibility of this claim, it begs a tantalizing question. Could we ever create such a simulation? Could we become the gods of an artificial universe inhabited by creatures so smart that they are able to question their own place in the universe? Right? The first requirement would be to create artificial intelligence that can carry out the same range of intellectual tasks as a human right here. So now we're going into this artificial intelligence right here. Now we're going into this stuff right here. You see what I'm saying? And you see now that's what the white man's doing now. You see all this artificial intelligence coming out now. He's creating his artificial intelligence. So the whole point is right here is that he's creating his future. He's looking into the future now, where he wants to be, where he wants to go, and he's creating his future, and he's producing these movies now as pre-programming now, to pre-program the masses of his people now for this future that he wants to create. So he's got movies like Passengers now, which again I haven't seen that movie yet, but you know, from what I've seen now, that's also dealing with the cryogenic freezing and people waking up now from this cryogenic freezing right here, and again you see the transhumanism now. So he's creating his future. He knows where he wants to go. You see what I'm saying? So the reason why I want to do this video is that's what are we going to talk about, our future? What are we dealing with when it comes to the future of black people? You see what I'm saying? So they're already telling you in this book, we went through this already, did human life, you see what I'm saying, start outside of space right here? But again, we already dealt with that already. You see what I'm saying? We already dealt with that. Did human life start outside of space? And again, I gave you the stuff right here when it says about, he's talking about aliens right here, what an alien actually is. You see what I'm saying? And then we seen in this right here, could we become God? So if we put all this together, what are we supposed to be doing? You see what I'm saying? What are we doing? So while we're having all these arguments, these debates, all this garbage right here, he right now is planning his future right now and creating his future right before our eyes right here. So black people, we really need to start dealing with some real stuff right here. You see what I'm saying? So again, we need to start dealing with some real stuff. So in this video right here, like I said, I wanted to deal with some mind expanding ideas right here. You see what I'm saying? So again, while they're dealing with mind expanding ideas, you see what I'm saying, we're arguing all this chaos, all these debates right here. And he's planning his future right before our eyes right here. So black people, we need to get a reality check right here. And we need to start looking at our future. What is our future? Look at all the history. Look at all what the scholars have been talking about. What is our future right here? You see what I'm saying? But he knows our future already. When you see these movies now, and Bobby Hemming spoke about this, there's a reason why you don't see black people in there. There's no black people in these movies because he don't expect us to be here until at that time. You see what I'm saying? When all that shit's going on, he don't expect us to be here. So where are we going as a people? This is what we need to be talking about right here. Alright, so again, just a quick video right here. You know, just dealing with this book right here. You know, it's a quick video. Just dealing with this book right here. That's a quick video. But again, I want to just deal with this book right here. So again, the question is, while he's planning his future, what are we going to be doing about our future? Alright, black people, just a quick video right here. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you took some good information from this. Alright, black people, thanks for watching.